Mark Yates then pre-Morecambe at Morecambe. Mark, do you feel that from Saturday's comeback you've got a bit of momentum going into this game?
I think we're 4 games unbeaten. I think we're playing reasonably well. We didn't play particularly our first half. We conceded a couple of poor goals, but we're all right. We're 4 games unbeaten, 3 clean sheets within that 4. We've scored some goals. We're up there as good as anyone. Everyone's going to drop points. Everyone's going to, lose games or not win games that they're expected to. And we've just got to take each game as it comes, concentrate solely on ourselves, and just enjoying what we're doing. The lads are in a great spirits, especially after you say a 93rd minute equaliser. Probably felt like a win to us and a defeat to them. But again, it's just another point gained, point closer to where we want to be.
And what does that sort of comeback do for belief?
Hopefully, it just kicks us on again. We're poor. We were poor defensively. We were poor in conceding the goals that we conceded and the chances that we conceded. To concede 9 goals in all of our home league games so far has been magnificent. But we didn't look ourselves first half when Adebayo Akinfenwa was causing us problems from set pieces. We've been a lot better, but we had some good passages of play, some good chances, but we didn't take them. And goals changed the game, the complexion of it. They had a 2-goal cushion and possibly could have been more. But I felt we dominated second half and we showed what we're about. And we, believe it or not, you saw it for yourselves. We had to change to a 3-man midfield and 3 up front in some wide positions and one centre forward. It's strange doing that when you're losing, but we did it to get a desired effect, and I think it worked. I think the players, out wide gave us that pace and width, and we could push the full-backs on. And our 3-man midfield was supplemented by Jimmy, obviously because I'd taken Summers off, allowed us to do what we do best, and that's to pass the ball, to move, to create chances. And I thought, given another 5 minutes, we could have won the game.
So often at the moment, substitutes are coming on and changing the game for you. How difficult is it each game to actually pick your starting 11 of the one you think is going to go out there and do the job for you?
Yeah, it's a tough decision for me. And that's the great thing about this group that we've got. Everyone's got their opinions about who they should play and who they think should start here or who should start there, whatever. I've mixed it around a couple of times lately to 1 or 2 tired legs, so we've given them a breather. And we're now 12 games in. There's no holding back now. We've just picked up 8 points from 4 games, which 2 points a game gets you promoted. If we can carry that through to the end of the season, we'll be up there. We're not holding back anymore. We just go for it. The players' tiredness won't come into it. We'll pick the team like we normally do that we think is good enough to win a game. And the more people who are in form, the more people are chomping at the bit and showing me what they can do, like 1 or 2 did on Saturday. That'll be better for everybody.
I suppose there's still just over 25% of the season left. Is it the run-in starts here then?
Yeah, quite possibly. And with the previous 4 games we were unbeaten, and we can take a lot of heart going into it. We can take a lot of belief from Saturday's comeback. We're now fully. Everyone's refreshed. We've managed to get a breather into a couple of players who've needed it, and people have stepped in and done well. But now it is coming towards the business end, and all the points are important, whether it's 1, whether it's 3, and at different circumstances you have to take different things. We always set out to win games, we always set out to be difficult to beat. With 15 minutes to go on Saturday, we would have all snapped your hand off at a point, I think.
How difficult is it going to be going to Morecambe?
Yeah, difficult. The pitch isn't the best, but same for both sides. We've had them watched a few times. I know what they're about. They came down to our place and beat us early in the season, played some good football, scored a really late winner. So we know what they're about. They've taken points off Crawley, they've taken points off Southend, they've had some big results. They're probably licking their wounds from the last couple of defeats that they've had. They've got some good players. Jim's a top bloke, and it'll be a tough game for us.
What is it they do well that's enabled them to take points off the top teams?
They've got good players. They can change the system within the game. They go from 4-4-2 to 3-5-2 to 4-3-3. They've got players who are adaptable, and they seem to perform better against the teams at the top of the table. So we're not under any illusions that it's going to be easy. But we're away from home. We'll get back on it. We go up tomorrow morning, prepare properly, get the boys some rest in the afternoon, and we try and take our second half performance and the 3 previous performances into the game from the start and try and win the game.
Injuries? How's the squad?
Fine, no problems. 2 bumps and bruises Saturday, but against a strong physical side like Northampton who caused us problems, you would expect that. But I think everybody will be training today, and I should have a fully fit squad to choose from.
Southend v Crawley tonight. Finally, how much of an eye will you keep on that?
I'll probably watch it, but it's like I would any game. But it's it doesn't, like I said, I got quoted on Saturday in one paper, in yesterday's paper, just about Swindon. Swindon doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me what Swindon do and what other teams do. It's my team. Of course I'll keep an eye on it, and of course I'll watch the game. But it's out of my hands what they can do. All of my thoughts are on Morecambe away and Morecambe away only.
Thank you. Good luck.
My pleasure.
Mark, your away form's been so good all season. Does that give you confidence going into this run of
massively.
away games you got?
Yeah. We've actually got a better home record than we have away, but I think particularly away our form's been superb, and I'm looking for more of the same between now and the end of the season, big time.
Yeah, Daryl Duffy obviously back with some goals Saturday, and he said it might be time to give him a run. And can he play up front on his own in a 4-5-1?
Of course he can. Yeah, he's done that. He did it at Tranmere, he did it at Luton, he did it. No problem. But I think it's sometimes important we share the burden. Jimmy has played in that role on the right, and him and Daryl have shared it. Whatever I pick, I'll be confident that we can go and win the game. I'm confident that we can go and put in a performance that gives us a chance of winning the game. And we're decent away. We're looking forward to 2 games away from home now, and before we have another home game, we're just looking forward to every game. The boys are confident, and although we only got a draw on Saturday, they're a decent side. They've got some very, very good players. They've got a good manager, and like I said before, every point counts.
Yeah, Kai Mohammed and Luke Summerfield, they benefited a lot from a little bit of a breather ready for the last 12 games.
Yeah. I mean, they're 2 of the players who've played 95-98% of the games. So it was important we got a little bit of a breather into him. Russ Penn, he's had this little niggle for a number of months now. But I think by just giving them a little bit of rotation and picking a team to win games, hopefully that'll stand them in good stead and ready for a big push now.
Yeah, and the fitness levels have been good all season. The injury record, touchwood's been good up to now.
Yeah.
Do you think that those fitness levels will be key between now and the end of the season?
Massive, absolutely massive. Yeah, and you get it's sometimes it is a little bit of luck with injuries and stuff like that, and of course that's the case. But we manage our players pretty well. We don't make them get out on the grass if they're struggling. We find other things for them to do. We find good, nice phone, James. Is that a fine? We look after them. We make sure that as many are on the training ground as possible. We also make sure that if 1 or 2 need rehab, need work in the gym, need work in the pool, you don't have to have them on the grass all the time. We've got a good backroom staff, a good physio team who know what is needed and have done the work. They're not going to get any fitter between now and then. They're a really strong group. I think we've looked really fresh over the last few games. Defensively, like I said, we weren't at it on Saturday, but that hasn't been the case for the majority of the season. I think there's only 2 teams who've conceded less than us all season. So no worries on that front. They're looking strong. They're looking fresh. We thought about giving Marlon Pack a breather, but I think he's come through with flying colours over the last month. So players have dips every now and again, but I think they're all looking strong, and as you say, it's a big 12 games now.
Yeah. Is there any chance of anyone before tomorrow or before Saturday?
Not tomorrow. I'm not interested before tomorrow. Not we're happy with what we got. It's as Paul said earlier, it's tough enough picking an 11. If the right one becomes available, then I might do something. But I will know my team. The players will know the team today. we'll do a little bit of work on it because you know Morecambe are a decent side and we've got to go up there fully prepared like we do every game. And sometimes I name the team, sometimes I don't. Tomorrow's a game where people will know what they're doing, and they'll know how we're going to set up.
Yeah, when you've had these long away midweek trips, you set off early.
Yeah.
Had a break in the afternoon, and the results have normally been good, haven't they? This
Yeah,
season?
they have. Yeah,
Long
that's
trips.
credit to the chairman and the board for putting their hand in the pocket. Again, we're leaving early. We are in the hotel, lunch and then hotel, and then the beds for the boys. They can get the rest. It's something that they asked for, something that the skipper asked me a couple of weeks ago if we could get it sorted. The club have been very obliging, and I think it'll benefit them. They can get the rest rather than. You never know what that M6 holds. You never know how long it's going to take you. So to get up there early, I think it'll be a big bonus for us.
Yeah. Cheers, Mark.